Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I hope all of you are fine and studying at home and giving a proper time to your studies. You know that we are going through chapter number 10, which is basically about Dreamweaver, and there are two chapters in your book regarding Dreamweaver. So we were going through this chapter and we had done some reading as well as we had gone through its practical implementation. So through the password, you are going to have your homework from this platform. So last time the work that I had given to you, let me show you, and today we are going to extend some more things in that work. So yesterday, basically this was the work that was given to you, that one question was there for the true and false. So today we are going to have another homework. So first I upload the homework for you. So in your book, if we go to the chapter and if we see, so we are going to cover some more things to write in your notebooks. Last time in last class, I had given one question only. So now I am going to give you another one. Which is basically question number 2 is there that I am going to give now. Choose the correct option from the given options. This is basically your question number 2 that you have to write in your notebook. Some things are there which are still not covered. So maybe some things we have not studied yet, but we will be able to, because I have to give the homework so that you can write in your copies. So I am just giving you this work, and the same work will be uploaded in your this is for chapter 10, Dreamweaver. Images and frame sets. In Dreamweaver. CS3. Okay. So I'm going to upload this. You will be able to receive it right now. For P3B and P3C, computer science. This is now homework 2 for this chapter. This is the question that you have to write in your notebook. I think some issue is there in the line spacing. Let me correct it. Okay, so this is the homework I have uploaded in your submission date is max by tomorrow. You have to write in your notebooks, keep in mind. You will also receive one notification. Write in your notebooks. Okay, fine. So you will receive one notification as well for this. Some students' names were I was not able to find out in the class list. I'm not sure that why you are not. Some students are there who are not writing their proper name as mentioned in the attendance register. So it is quite sometimes becomes difficult for me to mark attendance. Let me check over here. But right now, I think all names are fine. But sometime I find out some kind of name which is not there in that way in the attendance register. As you are writing over here, you have to write your name, which should be same as it is in your attendance register. You are not supposed to write any other first name or last name only so that it is difficult for me to find out. Anyway, so your homework has been given to you over here. The same I am going to give you in your Google Classroom as well. You can see it from here as well. Now we come towards the work, and last time we were going through actually the chapter, and we had covered some things up to the table insertion we had done. Yes, rollover images. This was the task that we had done last time. Rollover image, when we bring one image or we insert one image, and when the mouse is coming on that particular image, so the image is going to be changed. That was the thing that we are going to cover, and we have already covered this thing. I think that we don't need to recall it. I think all this thing is clear, that how we are going to include two images, and one file was there that I made yesterday, and I hope you have done some practice for it and you don't face any problem in it. Okay, now the topic that we started afterwards was image placeholder. So as I told you, that image placeholder is basically a simple holder that we need to have if the image is still not decided, or the image is in process and the image is not finalized. So what we do, we place one placeholder over there, that one image will come. So we place just placeholder over there, and through that placeholder we can insert the image anytime, whenever we want to insert, whenever we have decided or we have done the graphic work, whatever we are doing. So sometimes it may happen that the image or images you wish to use in your web page or website may not be ready. In such cases, you can use image placeholders. An image placeholder is a graphic you use until the final image to be added to a web page is decided. You can set the placeholder size and color as well as the text label. So over here we can insert one placeholder. So what is the definition of this? An image placeholder is a graphic you use until the final image to be added to your web page is decided. Still we have not decided, so we will insert one image placeholder. You can set the placeholder size and color as well as the text, label text. Okay, you can insert some label text as well. So how do we insert it? What is the procedure? In the document window, place the insertion pointer where you want to insert, and then you can insert the image placeholder quite easily. Let me click the Dreamweaver. So it was basically the page on which we were working yesterday. We had applied the rollover on this image. Now I make my mouse cursor in the center. Let's suppose this is the place where I want to insert the image. So where we have to go in the document window, place the insertion point. First we set the insertion point. Insertion point means our mouse cursor. Where is our mouse cursor? Right now in the center of the page. Where you want to insert the placeholder graphic, click images on the common tab of the insert bar and select image placeholder. Common tag, this is basically the common tag. Over here you will find out different options. So image is there, and in this image you will find out the image placeholder. Okay, so over here we have to give one name. What is the name of the image? For example, if I say school campus school campus photo, and this is the size, this is the color of the, and alternate text if the image is not found, so we are going to give the alternate text for it. Campus photo. So now over here you can see that campus is written over here, campus photo, and then the place image placeholder has been inserted over here, in which we are going to insert one image. Since it is central align already, so you can see that when I am increasing the height or the width, so it is automatically in the center of the page. Okay, I can set the size by mentioning the width and height over here as well. I can set the size over here as well by mentioning the width or height. So now this is basically a placeholder that we have placed. Fine. Now when you will have the image, then you are going to insert over here in this placeholder. So you can insert the placeholder. This dialog box will appear, and which color you want to show. That just like over there the color was default gray color was given over there. I did not made any change over there, but you can make the change if you want to change the color of the placeholder. Only this is basically the color of the image holder. Keep in mind, this is not the color of the image holder is there that we have inserted, so we are changing its color. Now you can insert the image anytime when it is complete. Name optional, it is also optional, just like I mentioned over there. Campus photo, I'm going to give you PSM campus photo over there. Enter your enter text you may prefer as a label for the image placeholder. Leave the text box blank if you do not want a label to appear. We can also leave the name. Name is not compulsory. So this can be asked in the MCQs. The name must begin with a letter and can contain only letters and numbers. Spaces are not allowed. Just like in the beginning, I mentioned school campus and the space was there, it was not accepting. So I mentioned over there only campus. For width and height, it is required. We will mention the width and height and we can increase it afterwards. After inserting the placeholder, we can change. Just like I change the width and height of this placeholder over here. So you can change the width and height even after entering, even after inputting the particular placeholder. Type a number to set the image size in pixels. Just like this is basically, this is 230 by 104. So 230 by 104, what does it show? It shows that two, just like 594 by 271. 594 will be the width. You can see over here the width is more and the height is less. So 271 is height and 594 is width. We can directly fix it from here. Let's suppose I say 600 is width, let's suppose, and 250 is height, or I say for example 300 is width. It depends our requirement. On our requirement, we can change the width and the height from here as well. Or color, select a color, as I have told that until the image is not displayed, so that particular color will be displayed. We can even change the color afterwards. For alternate text, optional, it is optional. I also left this. Enter text to describe the image for viewers using a text only browser. If the image is not supported, if the image is not supported in a particular browser in which user is opening this particular file, then he is going to see that text. Fine. Are you getting this point? Alternate text is used when displayed when the image is not supported by his or her browser, the user's browser. So in this way we can insert, we can change the attributes even after entering, even after inputting a picture placeholder, image placeholder. We can change the attributes like color, size, label, all these things are changeable even when we have entered this in our work. Okay. By default right now, just like border is there, what is the border thickness. So we can mention all these things over here. Now come to the page number 188. When viewed in browser, the label and size tags do not appear. What is seen in the alternative text you have specified. So when the image is not inserted, so if in case if the image is not supported by the viewer's browser, so in that situation what will happen, that that particular text will appear over there. Now how we can insert image? What is meant by image map? Image map is an image divided into clickable regions called hotspots. Hotspots are hyperlinks. We can divide one image into different areas. Fine. Now we will see, but first we see over here that we should complete this image placeholder. So if the image is found, how we are going to insert? Let's suppose I go over here, I write Pakistan School Muscat. I want to have one image of the campus. Let's suppose I take this image or this image. This is the image that I go and I click save as. I save it in my chapter number 10. Campus image. Okay, now I want to use this image over here. So I will come over here and I will browse for the file. So this file is available in my chapter number 10's folder. Chapter 10 folder. I will click over here. Now you can see that since the original size of the image is small, hence the placeholder has resized it. But what we can do, we can make amendment according to Our requirement, for example, I make it 600 by 300, just giving an example. So we can make changes since the image quality is not that much good, hence the image is not looking that much good right now. So we can make changes according to our requirement. Fine. So in this way we can insert the image in a placeholder. Nothing is difficult, no issue is there, no problem is there in it. You can do it quite easily. Now come towards the next topic, which is image maps. What is meant by the image maps? Image maps, when you divide some image in some particular portions and all portions are linked with some different areas. For example, this is one image. Can you see this image of the input output devices? Okay, let me show you multiple types of devices on a single page just to give you the example. Input output devices. Take this example or this example. Now let's suppose this is an image. I want to make this portion hyperlink to another page, this portion hyperlink to another page, and this portion hyperlink to another page. So basically, when you divide one image into some portions and each portion is linked to some different hyperlink, some different page. What is the objective? I want that when I click to the scanner, then IO devices. When I click to the scanner, then scanner page should be open. When I click to the keyboard, then keyboard page should be open. When I click to the mouse, then mouse page should be open. So the problem is that this is a single image. These are not separate images. So how we can create multiple hyperlinks on a single image? How this is possible? That we can create multiple hyperlinks on a single image. So this is the solution given over here by this image mapping. And I hope now this point is clear. Image mapping is an image divided into clickable regions called hotspots. Hotspots are hyperlinks. Okay, hotspot. Keep in mind that we are not referring to that wireless hotspot that we have got in our cell phones. Right now, we are talking about the image hotspot, image regions, which are basically called the hotspots. When a user clicks a hotspot, the destination of the hyperlink is displayed. A hotspot can be in the shape of rectangle or a circle or a polygon. For example, I showed you over here two examples where we have got some circle. So hotspot may be in the form of circle, hotspot may be in the form of, you know, a rectangle or square shape, depending on our requirement. When a user clicks a hotspot, the destination of the hyperlink is displayed. A hotspot can be in the shape of a rectangle, a circle, or a polygon. For example, consider this figure over here, as I have also given you the example by downloading this image of the IO devices, just like I told that this is an IO device image. So we can make some portions on it, and every portion will be linked to some different web pages. Okay, a hotspot can be divided in the shape of rectangle or a circle or a polygon, for example. So we can divide it in some different ways. When you click on any one device, you can make information on the on that device that will appear. Means we can make different hyperlinks for it. So what are the steps to do this thing? Select the image in your document window for this job. If you are using multiple image maps in the same document, type a unique map name for each in the property inspector. So first we need to insert basically one image on which we are going to apply this. So what I am going to do, I am going to insert in the center of this page. I am going to insert one image. I have downloaded this image. I'm not writing any alternate text. This is the image that I have downloaded. So this is the image that I have inserted over here. What is the next step mentioned over here? If you are using multiple image maps in the same document, type a unique map name for each in the property inspector. So over here, one map name is given. We have to type over here the map name. Let's suppose I give it map 1. Okay, to define the image map area, do one of the following. Select the circle or rectangle tool and drag the pointer over the image to create a circular or rectangular hotspot. So what we have to do, we have to define the hotspot by drawing circular or you know rectangular region on our image. Select the polygon tool and click the corners for an irregularity shaped hotspot. So we can take the polygon tool as well for this job. If the image is not in the shape of a rectangle or a circle, we can take the polygon by drawing different lines. Okay, before going towards the next thing, let me mark the attendance first, then we see this point. Okay, so we have got from Awais Yassin to Muhammad Moaz. Okay, fine. So what we are going to do, just like I want to make one image map for mouse, so I can give it name M1, let's suppose. And I take this rectangle shape. Okay, map 1 I am giving over here for mouse. Please describe the map in the alt field on the properties inspector. This description will help you visually impaired people who use tools that read web pages for them. Okay, so now we have covered over here mouse. Let's suppose I want to link with some page of the mouse. Mouse input. I go to all, I take any of the web pages, just like this is a web page. Okay, over here they are describing some about some mouse. Okay, let's suppose this is the page. I will select this link. I will come here. Okay, now we go and check the output whether we are able to have. We say yes, the changes are done. Now on mouse, when I'm bringing my cursor to the mouse, then the cursor is being changed. On keyboard, it is not changed. So when I click to the, but the hyperlink over here is not working. Okay, we create another one by typing map to, and I take this time microphone. So let me find out some file of the microphone. Let's suppose this is the page that I want to link. Okay, so this link is not directly being created to the image, but I will have to check this, that why it is giving this error, that it is creating the link on some text which is associated with it, but not on that portion of the image. You will also try it. You also try it and let me know your experience, that what happens. Just like when I'm clicking the mouse, so it is going to the top, not going to that page that I linked over there. Similarly, when I'm clicking the microphone, it is going to the top. But when I'm clicking to this line, which is associated with that link that I had answered, so then it is moving towards. So one image having multiple links, basically this is the objective. So one by one, if I make them link one by one, map to. So map to, for example, if I give the link over here for it, Okay, now let me run and let me check. Okay, anyway, so but it is working for the same document, but not for the external document. So we have to find out the way that it should work for the external document as well. Although I have followed the steps which are mentioned over here, but we will continue with the same thing by dividing one image into different portions and by linking them with, just like I have applied. Okay, target is blank and then over here we have given over there. Fine, I hope that it is going to work. That we need to target as blank and the link over here in the, now I think it is going to work. Let me check. Okay, now we come over here and click on the mouse. Yes, now it is opening. So there was one mistake. Now I have rectified. Mistake was that I was mentioning the target over there, but we will mention blank in the target and the link will be mentioned over here. Okay, so keep in mind and follow these steps as it is. So we are not going to face any issue. Just like this is the target, I am going to cut it, and over here this is map to. I will select this portion, and when this portion is selected, I will type the target over here and I will make it blank. Now this is going to work. This was basically an error, a small error. Now when I click on the microphone page is getting opened. So in one portion we can make multiple. We will do this topic once again in the next class so that there should be no confusion. So multiple locations are linked using a single image. I hope this point is clear to all of you. Have you got any question? Please ask me if you have got any question kindly. Please ask me if you have got any question.